get started now. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. Bam. Close. That's a little bit better. Alright, I think we're good to go with the exception of that. Get that out of here. Alright, everybody. Welcome back. First session of the new year. We are finally out of the Forsaken year. And it is 2021. COVID still runs rampant, but there is a silver lining on the horizon as vaccines are being distributed as we speak. So,
and the Capitol got ransacked.
oh,
I was gonna say, have you seen the news today?
Oh
I don't know that we're out of the Forsaken.
Well,
2021 is the year that it's just 2020 that won.
we're just, it's
Rough
fine.
times.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll be okay.
Alright. If anybody is watching from Twitch, welcome. Happy to have you here. This is Tales of the Yawning Portal, and this group just finished off the first dungeon, which was the Sunless Citadel. And running this whole campaign, well, all of Tales of the Yawning Portal is one succinct campaign, so they're going to be moving on shortly. But I'll let you guys kind of recap what happened last time, since we just got back to the Yawning Portal after you got rid of the Gulthias tree and Bellic the Outcast.
Oh, there goes the music bad. That was pretty much all that happened last session. We killed Bellic the Outcast, we killed the Gulthias tree, found the glyph key to get to the next dungeon, and then we pieced out of there pretty quick and went back to the Yawning Portal. Not too much else to add on to it.
Why did we kill the tree as well?
Because the tree was
It
turning
felt
other people
evil.
into tree.
Oh. Yes,
Our
of course.
our friend adventurers were actually tree people now, or at least that's what we found them as.
Yeah, that's what we hypothesized and
Ooh.
didn't really. I don't know that we knew that for certain, but that's what we guessed.
Our very poor perception and what's the other one? Martial checks led us to believe they were not our friends.
Yeah, there was...
There was no sign that they were our friends, therefore
Therefore, they must have not been our friends.
yeah,
They
right,
were trying to
that's
kill
that's
us, so-
logic, right?
And I think by the time you guys had tried to see if they were allies, one of them had already been killed or something like that. So
Yeah. Plus, I think every
that's-
time we hit
I'm
them,
pretty
it
sure
felt
they
like
just-
blood.
that is true.
Straight
Yeah.
up attacked us
Mhm.
right at
Oh.
the start, so...
They tried to murder our mage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Truth. So now, at this point, you guys have gone back to the Yawning Portal, so let's bring that back up, and actually, here's what we're gonna do. Let's just make sure. There we go. Let's see, where do I want to take you? I want to take you... Yeah, there we go. I'll bring everybody over here. And then we will also load this scene. Alright, we're just waiting for Sinisa to jump back. Alright, so at this point, now that you guys have made it back to the Yawning Portal, Durnan greets you, some of the people of the tavern greet you, those that placed bets on you start to pay up a little bit to each other, but the Yawning Portal is much the way that you had left it before. Now, sorry, I'm just gonna make some of these people visible since they are tiles. Hallie, remind me, it's a construct, is it an automaton or something like that? I don't know the exact name, it's a...
What, my doggo?
Yeah, it's a steel defender, but do you have
Yeah,
it with
I
you, or
think it's
you-
a. I think it's a construct, but I'm not sure. But it takes me a long rest to do, so it won't be here until the morning.
Okay. Good. Then, now that you guys are back
So
in the
excited about that.
yeah, now that you guys are
We're
back
getting a doggy.
in the tavern, it is pretty late in the day already, and you guys have seen quite a bit of combat. I think some of you have maybe, I don't think you've rested up quite yet, but you did level up to level 3. So while we are here, and you guys are free to move around now, why don't we take this time to make sure that we're all leveled up to where we need to be, get your HP, and all that stuff. Do you guys remember how to do that?
Yes.
Yes.
I was trying to figure that out. I think it's like you import something.
Yep, so if you go to your character by double-clicking on your token, you'll see the import tool up in the top right-hand corner. Click that,
Right.
and
Right.
then classes and subclasses will be checked, and then SRD is checked. Click on next, and then for your class and subclass, click on that, and then click on next, and then it should show you what level, and you'll want to import level 3 for your character. And then you can also choose to, for your HP, either take the average based on your class, or roll your dice.
Take the average, or you're gonna keep rolling like me and end up with like
Mm.
3 hit points a level. It's not great.
Oh yeah, it's a great tank right there.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's a good tank.
Are you still rolling instead of?
I did the last time. I'm not doing that
Instead
anymore.
of taking the average.
Yeah, I always take the average. I played with like a little bit of a rough DM when I first started playing, and I was scarred. And now I always take the average.
Yeah.
Possible.
Yeah.
I
That's
have
that's
to
what I'm
roll
gonna
though.
be
The
doing.
dice look so nice.
I
I'll
know.
roll this one time.
No, don't do it because you can't change your mind after. Like you're committed.
Let's see. Oh, never mind.
I'm doing
Don't be a coward. Do it.
I'll do it.
Be a
Uh,
coward.
What do I roll? You roll the.
You're
hit
already so squishy. What if you get a 1?
As long as you don't have a negative constitution score, you're good.
Yeah, it'll be your hit
Where
die.
we at?
Yeah, that'd be a bad one to do it for.
Yeah, it'll be your hit
No, I
die
have
plus
plus
your
3.
constitution.
Oh wow. Okay.
Hit dice.
You're like Fizz was. Fizz had crazy constitution because I didn't want her concentration spells to get messed up.
Hit dice 3. Does that sound right to you guys? That sounds really low.
You have that many hit dice. You need to roll the dice that your hit die is. It's probably like a D8 or
Oh.
something.
Your hit die.
It's probably a D6. Might be a D6. I think so. That's
Here,
a
Oh, it is a
8,
D6.
10, right?
It
We're
is
supposed
a
to roll
D6.
3 of them.
No,
No.
that's how many he has
Oh.
at level 3. You're like,
I was
where?
like, well then, wait a minute.
I was like, whoa.
How is
yeah,
it
he
that
should
the
definitely roll.
fighter ends up squishy and the wizard has all the HP?
Alright. Here we go, fam.
Good luck.
Right, let's go. Oh,
Oh, you aced it!
Okay.
Nice.
Now never,
Let's see, Thacker,
now
what do
never
you-
roll again. You've already gotten it.
21 hit points. I
So
mean,
6 plus 3, so plus 9.
yeah. And how many did you have before?
16. So I'm at 25.
Thacker Siniza has more HP than you.
Oh, I know. That's so sad.
Did you add your
That felt good.
constitution to your roll, Thacker?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I rolled a 2, and then so it was
Oh,
3, and I was at 19, so now I'm at 21.
Well,
Yikes.
wait, you mean 22?
20.
19 plus 3 is 22.
Or I was at 18 then. Whatever it was, I added 3 too. I'm pretty sure that was correct. I mean, I'll happily put myself at 22, but I
No,
don't.
no, it's
It was
fine.
so long. It was 2 weeks ago, so I don't remember exactly what I was at prior to this.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's okay.
Wait,
Yeah, no.
but you started with 10. What was your first roll?
There's
'Cause
no way you started with 10.
Yeah, I
You must have
didn't
forgotten to
start
add your con at the start.
you do add your con at the start, right?
Because
do.
you get a maxed out hit dice roll plus con for your starting HP.
Right,
You said, huh?
Yeah,
So you're
because she had
starting-
10 plus 1, 11
yeah.
to start.
I don't remember. That's a good question. I don't know. Are you thinking 21's too high?
too low.
Low.
Because You get +1 because of your constitution.
Because I have 25.
Your base health is 10. That puts you at like a base of 13. And you get a D10, so on average you should be at like 25 right now.
On average, but if
Maybe
she consistently rolls below the average.
I don't remember what I rolled for my first one.
Huh.
Maybe I
No.
didn't put the 3 in, and it should be 24.
Do you remember thinking, wow, I really effed up the first time too?
Did you roll your first one?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
If you rolled your
Yikes.
first one, you could be that low.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I was like 18 or 19 before we leveled up. So this feels right to me. It is just, yes, very low.
Need to up
Hold
your
on.
constitution
I've
game.
got to let Alice in or she's going to tear the carpet apart.
Well, now that he's gone, it can burn down the whole city.
Right? Everybody, add 10
Did
points to
we
your
ask?
HP.
Did we ask Durnan how long we were
Secretly
gone?
find 500 gold.
We haven't. No, we haven't talked to him at all.
Okay.
True.
We know that this is in an alternate timeline or different time stream, so I assume the amount of time we were in the Sunless Citadel is the amount of time we were gone. So we spent like a day in the town and then 3 to 4 days in the dungeon, so probably 4 to 5 days.
Okay.
Yep.
This guy looks super rad. I can't ping this guy.
Which guy?
This
The
Can
Why
you
can't-
move your
oh, yeah,
character
we
over to
can't
them and
ping.
start talking so I can
Like
see?
this guy?
guy.
Yeah.
We were looking
That
at the
you
same.
conveniently cover.
I got you.
We're looking around. Which character looks
The
rad?
biggest and baddest.
one. Well, let's get him on our team. Let's befriend this NPC and bring him onto our team.
He's a little bit more durable than Meepo,
Yeah,
I would
Oh,
imagine.
we'll
Wow.
have him forever.
Meepo just taken from us in an instant.
Too soon.
Rest in peace.
I mean,
F's in the chat.
press F to
He's
pay
definitely
respects.
resting.
Damn, guys. That's messed up.
Oh, I forgot to open Twitch. Where's Twitch?
To watch along.
Yeah, just so that we have somebody watching, because then I think that ups our ratings.
Something
And
like that.
I'll cheat the system.
I mean, that's what I've done for every single one. I just mute
Yeah.
it because otherwise you'll hear yourself double.
And then it's really.
I don't hear myself double. Did I accidentally mute it? Oh yeah, it's accidentally muted.
Oh, okay.
Also, if you guys are bored and want to watch yesterday's campaign, it's actually uploaded to YouTube now in 1080p 60 FPS.
Oh, wow, you are fancy.
I can see your mug in all of its glory.
My mug?
I think he was talking about your face.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
I was like, which,
I was talking to my beverage.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
talking to himself.
I was like,
Oh, he was talking.
my
Why would
coffee
you use
mug,
your
my beer mug,
for
which
that?
mug?
It's a weird choice of words.
I personify as a secondary being.
Oh my god, I don't even understand.
You mean you identify as a mug?
No,
Thinks about himself in
His
second person.
his pronouns are
I identify
You-
my love
you.
as something external
Just
to myself.
as he thinks to himself about the day, it's like, you did really well today. You did a great job
So-
today. You.
Have you guys all leveled up to level 3?
I have,
I am
and I
leveled up.
sent you
I
a
need
question.
to
I sent you a
notice spells.
question.
What's up? Oh.
guys. I'm so excited for you to meet my pupper.
I'm so excited too. Like, the Kerr's gonna give him all the pats and try to feed him, even though he probably doesn't actually eat.
What's
It's gonna
it
be so cute.
What?
going to look like? What's its size?
It's medium. It's a medium construct.
So is it like golden retriever size?
It's
Saint
bloodhound
Bernard
size.
size? Bloodhound size.
It's good size.
Does it have a tail?
Yes, it looks like a bloodhound. Technically, it looks like a tree walker or something like that. I can't remember what they're called. But who knows dogs that well? Nobody except for me, so it looks like a bloodhound.
Looks like a tree walker.
I think that's what it's called.
Tree
I
walker.
want to
Oh,
say
what
that's
kind
called like Texas
Tree
Tree Walker
walker
or
dog.
something. But it's
Oh my god, they're adorable.
yeah.
I'm sorry, there's stuff happening behind the scenes that's just really funny that may or may not come to light in just a little bit. But
Boy.
all right, everybody leveled up.
Aw.
Amaro's probably not leveled up because he's not here, but I think he jumped
He
on.
is.
on
think he
one
did
item.
it, yeah.
And then Saniza, you said you're picking spells, but otherwise good.
Mhm. Yeah.
Alrighty then, let's jump back really quick. So remember that everything that's kind of happening right now is happening in an alternate timeline. Not an alternate timeline, just many, many years before the last campaign that we were in, Storm King's Thunder, ended. And
Possibly,
so,
it's being told to us by a shady-sounding fellow, so I don't know how much of it is being, ad hoc.
Not
made
being
up.
told to you at all, sir, because you're not there in present day.
Well, okay,
so-
I'm
Oh,
sorry that I have
snap.
ascended to a higher level with another being.
They can't hear you. You're dead. No, I'm just kidding. So, back in the Yawning portal in the future, Durnan
Maybe.
lands in, again with the three kobolds that are employed by him, Simon, Alvin, and Theodore, who were not killed by you all. Durnan continues on telling his story. And so he says, so they came back up from the Sunless Citadel, and the only one that ever came back from there was me and, well, my friend that went down there with me. But they came back, and, I mean, they were all the stronger for it. They even had the glyph key with them, which I didn't expect. So it's at this point that they took their rest and explored Waterdeep a little bit. But I'm telling you, the next place really put them through the ringer. And, well, I'll tell you what happens after another round. Boys, why don't you top them off? So the three kobolds go and they fill up some mugs and bring the four of you all who are still sitting here another round of ale. And he begins to tell you the story. So after their shopping spree that they went on in Waterdeep, and all the little goodies that come with exploring Waterdeep, City of Splendors as it is, they headed to Forge of Fury next. And that place, well, I don't know if you all have heard tales of the Forge of Fury, but that place is centuries old, even older than I am. And well, let's just say again, put them through the ringer, and I don't know if they were exactly prepared for it.
Is
Alright.
anybody ever prepared? Really?
So we go back to our present day Yawning portal. And it is evening time here in Waterdeep. Lots of people are gathered here. There's music being played by the local bard who kind of snubbed his nose at Amaro and Sarum before when they tried to play. But you guys are free to do whatever you want for the rest of the evening. Otherwise, maybe take your rest, and then tomorrow you all can go shopping and explore a little bit of Waterdeep. What do you want
Is
to do?
there anybody in particular that looks like they're kind of showing interest in us or watching us more so than anybody else coming out, not just the betters or whatever, or anybody of note that we might want to talk to?
Well, it's funny you should ask. There are a couple of individuals that that you can actually see. Give me 1 second. A couple individuals that you can see who are sitting by the fire over here. Okay. Sorry, this is a tile and not a actual map background. So, over where Nekawal is. Over here. These guys.
Why is
over
my guy
here.
moving? Why am I
Um,
dancing on top of this lizard man and this
Anyway,
ugly dude?
they're over there, and you can overhear them not pointing to you all or anything, but they're talking kind of loudly, and it sounds like they're having a heated discussion.
Clearly on religion.
Can we hear what they're discussing?
Yeah, can we pick up any snippets at all?
Haldir and Thacker, why don't you make some perception checks?
Do I get advantage because I'm standing right next to them at this hole?
I don't think you're actually right next to them, but
I never moved my character. It's pure happenstance. You can't claim that it's because of me trying to fudge it. I think, therefore, by just chance, I should get advantage on this.
He was just
All right.
drinking his tea.
Nekawal, you're sitting right next to them. You can clearly hear what they're saying.
Yeah, you don't even roll. You just know.
Halder, you're not. You haven't turned around yet. You're still talking to Durnan. He's asking you a little bit about your journey to the Sunless Citadel, and we'll get to what you guys are talking about in just a minute. But Nekawal and Thacker from across the room, you hear this heated discussion, and you see Nekawal over there, and he kind of just turns around and goes like, I don't know. But you hear them discussing the fact that they're trying to find somebody, and if they don't, then they're going to be in big trouble with their boss, who's paid them quite a bit of money to find this person. They say that he's kind of a shifty individual, goes by the last name of Avery, but they haven't been able to find him. And they turn over to Nekawal and they say, you wouldn't happen to know anybody with the last name of Avery, first name James, would you?
What sort of being is this? Humanoid? Dwarfoid?
The-
Goblin?
I kind of pat Haldir on the shoulder and I'm like, I'll be right back, buddy. And seeing this kind of heated discussion and then start to talk to Nekawal, I'm going to come over just in case.
All right. Well, he's human, of course. What is obviously no? Well, he's human, of course. Goes by the name of James Avery. We haven't been able to find him, but let's just say we were employed to find this particular individual, and well, we'll just figure out his whereabouts.
Did he go down the big hole too? Like the adventurers?
We don't know. We just showed up here. We haven't seen him in Waterdeep yet, but we're looking for him.
Okay.
What makes you
What does
think
he
he's
look
here
like?
then?
Well, Waterdeep is the city of splendors, and anybody who's looking to hide themselves would go to one of the largest cities in the Sword Coast to try to hide away. The Yawning
Why would
Portal.
he be hiding?
Well, I don't really think that's any of your business, cat person, is it?
He just shrugs.
Yeah.
So what does this individual
Good point.
What does this individual look like? Besides being human.
Well, it's kind of odd. He had some almost golden yellow eyes. Pretty obvious, if you ask me, but jet black hair. I'd say about middle age. Likes to tinker around a little bit. You know, well, I think he was a jeweler at some point in his life.
Nope, haven't seen him.
I don't recall meeting anyone with golden eyes who might have been a jeweler tinker back at one point in their life.
All humans do kind of look alike, though.
They're so soft and squishy and flesh-colored.
The crow looks at him and kind of tilts his head and is like, okay.
Nekawal? Thacker?
Well, they don't tell... I don't know why they want him. What's in it for us if we locate and have information?
We'll keep an eye out for him. Let him know that you guys are looking for him.
Oh, thank you very much. And if you happen to find out any information, just come find us and we'll, I'm sure we can work something out in your favor.
Well, what if we find him? We'll send him over to you. Where are you guys going to be? We can let him know.
Well, we'll be staying here at the Yawning Portal for a few days and then move on probably to Neverwinter and hit the next big city.
All right.
So Nisa approaches like, do you want this individual dead or alive?
Oh, most definitely alive.
Is a friend of yours, then, I presume?
Oh, you presume correctly. He is an old friend of ours.
This being your friend, how come you don't know exactly where he is?
About as much as Inez and Calcia were acquaintances.
Well, again, I don't think that's any of your business, Flameboy.
If you'd like us to help locate this friend of yours, we could use all the information he could spare. You could spare.
And I think we gave you plenty of description. Golden eyes, jet black hair, middle-aged, likes to tinker a little bit, likes to build stuff, and maybe interested in jewelry of some sort.
Haldir tinkers and builds things. Maybe we should ask him.
Sarum just goes straight over the bar.
Oh, I wasn't ever over there. I was just over at the bar. Probably gonna
picture-
talk to Damon about something.
Thacker just turns
And
around
like
and
wave
is like,
across the
"Hey,
bar to
yeah,
Haldir
it's
and
like,
try and get
Haldir."
his attention. Haldir,
Did you have jet black hair
No,
once?
hold on.
I'm like flirting with the person next to me, but I hear my name and I turn and I'm like, oh shit.
So,
And then I walk over.
Haldir, while you are at the bar with Durnan, he starts to ask you a little bit about the Sunless Citadel. So, what was it like down there? Is it still infested with those fiendish goblins?
I don't know that I would call them fiendish, but definitely some sort of goblin, yes.
I mean, anyone who's
Or
ever
Bruce.
met anyone... Hey, Thacker, you don't hear this.
I know, but just on the side.
Anyone that knows anything about goblins knows that they are quite fiendish, but... Well, you guys seem to have made it out alive, but what happened with that tree?
Well, we burned it, so hopefully it won't be causing any more problems. Sorry about your friends, though.
You burned down the Gulthias tree?
Yes. You know, we felt like it was...
That's hilarious!
Oh, good. You don't seem mad.
No, not at all. When I showed up to this citadel, that thing was merely a small bean sprout, but it seems like over the last few hundred years it's grown to be quite a nuisance. But now that you've taken care of it, it shouldn't be a problem anymore. And what about Caracas and the other ones that went down there?
As best we could tell, they were consumed by the tree and then reconstructed as, I would call them scarecrows of themselves.
Treeified.
Yeah, treeified.
Well, so what did you do with these scarecrows of sorts?
Well, let's just say it didn't go so well for them.
Ah, I see. And, you have anything that they left behind that you might be able to identify, give to their families? I think I asked you this last time.
I think we did that at the end.
Yeah,
That's how
I
I
think
got.
we
Yeah.
gave the
Tatter's
sword
spike.
and the ring.
Yep, it was the sword from Sir Bradford, and then Sherwin's signet ring, right? That she had.
Yep.
Got it.
He
Right.
gave the sword back, but kept the ring.
Right,
All right.
right.
Well, you guys have the next glyph key, so as you go further down into Down Shadow, you'll be able to open up the next black gate to get to wherever it is it's going to send you next. I think it might be the Forge of Fury, but things have been pretty quiet around here since you all left. No sign of Asarak. Now,
Well, that's good.
none of you and your friends over there would happen to be from Chult, would you?
Schult?
Yeah, the island of Chult to the south of Greater Faerun.
That
Do I
sounds
hear this?
familiar. I want to say that the turtle has mentioned it.
That's
Well,
incredible.
we might have some things to discuss a little bit later on. See, I think Asarak at some point stole away to Chult and maybe had a base of operations there. So, I wonder if there were any kind of legends or things that he might have heard that could give you a clue about where he is at. But anyway, enough talk of business for the night. You guys are probably tired and you need a good rest. So, food and drink are on the house from us. All these sorry saps over here are paying for it. They didn't expect you to come back, but joke's on them. So, I'll leave you to it then.
Yes, thank you so much. And I reach across the bar to like shake his hand.
He shakes your hand,
Yeah.
and then he turns around and goes about his business. All right.
Before he turns away to leave,
Yep.
I'm gonna say, Durnan, old boy, I know we got off
Thanks.
on the wrong foot
Ah.
last time,
Yes, the Blues Brothers over here, Bard 1 and Bard 2. What can I do you for?
but do I have an opportunity for you? How would you like the heroes of the Sunless Citadel to perform at the Yawning Portal, this most illustrious tavern?
Well, I wouldn't call you the heroes of the Sunless Citadel. You merely survived. I was the hero of the Sunless Citadel who came out of it first. But if you're offering free entertainment, then I won't pass that up.
I
So,
would think there would be some sort of fee due to our well-renowned names based on the adventures we've had and the fact that we liberated the town of, what was it?
Oakhurst.
What was that town?
Oh, cursed.
Liberated a town of Oakhurst from the evil influence of the goblins in
Well,
the Sunless Citadel.
Well, that's great.
They
Maybe
shall now be called Ollie Ollie Oakenfree.
Well, maybe someone from Oakhurst will pay you, because I sure as shit aren't going to pay you to play in my own
Damn,
tavern.
he does not like you.
Can I try and inspire him with my best poem?
Go for it.
You're gonna give
I'm-
him like
I'm
Oh,
an
wait.
extra
I
dice.
need to come up with something, don't I? Give me a second to come up with something and I'll get back to you.
All right. So anyway,
Well-
Haldir, you hear your name get called across the bar.
Okay, I hear it, and I assume you guys are like waving me over, so
Yeah.
I will walk across to them.
It's ridiculous.
Hey,
we
you
say,
didn't
we
have
say,
to once have jet black hair, did you?
we don't think that Haldir's who they're looking for, but they're looking for a tinkerer that had golden eyes and black hair.
Wait, can you say that word one more time?
No.
What was that they're looking for?
Tinkerer.
A tinkerer.
Tinkerer.
Great.
They were looking for a human. Checks with chart.
Someone who
likes the
tinkers.
Checks with chart. Black hair. Well, I can't really tell. You know, you seem to. Maybe you had jet black hair when you changed it. Golden eyes. Well, you know, that could just been a reflection of the light. So
Are
they
you
could have
are
been
you
deceived.
checking against Haldir right now? Haldir's an elf.
Yeah, not human.
He's not human.
I can't tell the difference. You elves and humans look alike when your
Oh,
ears
it's
are
the
covered.
ears, and I touch my own ears to help.
But we do ask you. We
Do
describe. and then
I
yes.
recognize these two guys at all? Out of
Uh,
curiosity?
Haldir, you're asking?
Yeah. Does Haldir recognize these two guys at all?
You do.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, cool. In what capacity? Do you want me to ask a follow-up question, or just I do, and I should just move forward?
That sounds like he gave
hold
you
on,
the
hold on.
inspir-
Haldir, that depends. How much or how little of your background do you want me to reveal, or do you want to talk to the party after you excuse yourselves from these individuals, and then maybe I can tell you, or I can tell you separately.
No, it's fine. I will just, if I recognize them, then I sort of know how I'll respond, so it doesn't really matter who they are.
Ooh,
Unless they're friends.
spicy. Nope.
I assume that they're not friends.
Sure are not. Not that you remember, Haldir.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna say. So did you say his name? You said James Avery to me?
Yes.
Okay. So I say, no, I don't know a James Avery.
They look at each other and they look back at you and they kind of furrow their eyebrows. Well, I wouldn't expect you to know a James Avery. You look like you're 2 steps from Timbuktu over here. Who are you again?
The name's Haldir, and I hold out my hand to shake.
Great. Well, nice to meet you. An eccentric fellow, aren't you? Anyway, if you guys find this individual we're looking for, or you have any leads, just drop us a line. We'll be waiting.
Of course.
And
And then I
walk
say, hey, come on, guys.
away.
Doopa 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 doopa. Just go. Just walking over here. Nothing to see.
Nothing to see over here. And after we get out of earshot of them, I'm going to be like, we need to talk about something tonight. Okay, thanks, bye. And then I'm going to go upstairs.
Oh, bye.
Great. Hold on one second.
Just as sketchy as possible, apparently.
Let's see, where even are you? Hold on, I need to pull you to this scene. Boop. I'll take you from there, and then Haldir, we're going to pull to scene. All right, you were over there, I think. There you are. Everybody else is downstairs. All right, Haldir has gone upstairs.
Ask Durnan about the like artifacts we found in the Sunless Citadel.
Sure.
I mean, I don't have one of them, but I have the other one. So as I come back over to the bar, I pull out
one
the.
sec. Nekawal, you have anything to say about that?
Say about what? Sorry.
Thacker was saying he wanted to ask Durnan about the artifacts that you guys found, but he only has the one.
Hang on just a second here.
Hanging on. Some great music here.
What are we waiting for?
Hold on. All right. There is a reason for the delay. It has. Well, you'll see it in a second. Nekwell, I'm waiting.
Yikes.
All right, or. All
Oh,
right.
okay.
You succeed.
I plop that on the counter right with that when Thacker does the other one.
All right. You, Thacker, not only see your own token that you got, but also the one that was previously lost. And so, what was it that you were asking?
So I guess I was. I was asking. I told him we found these tokens down in the Sunless Citadel, and since he's been down there before, does he know any reason why these gods of Trollter being, the icons of the gods of Trollter being found so far from our homelands?
So, he takes a look at them, and for those of you that forgot, this one was the first one that you were, that Nekawal had, one of Tezca. And then the other one was that of, get out of here. Was that of Nula, which was the god that Thacker follows. Both gods of the Mastika pantheon. And Durnan furrows his eyebrows and he says, "You found these in the Citadel?"
Yes.
Well, they're likely artifacts from Asarak that were left behind from Chult somehow. There is an old tale back maybe a millennia ago when Asarak still had a corporeal form, that when he was in Chult, he defeated the 9 trickster god of Omu and then enslaved the Omuans, or Amuans, however you want to pronounce it, forced them to build the Tomb of the 9 Gods. You may know it as the Tomb of Horrors, but either way, after the tomb was completed, he slaughtered all of them, and the entire race of Omuans was extinct. And were buried alongside their trickster god. So, I imagine that those artifacts were left by him for some reason, or maybe on accident, but no doubt a path left behind by Asarak, which means that you are on the right path, unfortunately.
I just
And
looked
for
rather
whatever-
disturbed by this.
For whatever reason, it would seem that both of your fates are tied to this path now. Neko, I'm bringing you over against your will.
Oh, I was supposed to have been over there. Sorry.
It would seem that your fates are tied to this path, and for whatever reason. So, take some time and reflect on that as you rest this evening. And that's what he tells you about a little bit about Chult and the emblems that you found in Asarak.
Would I have heard anything in my travels before joining the party in terms of like history or lore about Asarak in the Isle of Chult?
I don't know that you would have. While you are a cleric, and I mean, at this point, you're decently well traveled, but there's not a whole lot that you know specifically about other places yet. You might have heard something about Omu and the Omuans and all that in Chult, but as far as like lore or like religion about Asarak or anything like that, I'm not sure.
Okay.
That's not to say that you can't learn anything. You are in the City of Splendors, after all. It is a big city, and there are libraries, as you remember from Storm King's Thunder.
Where's the library? Where's the library?
Oh, Jesus. Amaro's not here right now. Alright, so, what do you guys want to do now?
I want to go check on Haldir. He seemed kind of freaked out.
I want to sell my armor that does.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
think
that we're
it's
doing that
late
all
here.
the
enough
night in the
and-
tavern.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
still at the night on the tavern, so this is, what do you want to do for the remainder of the night besides just going to sleep?
I'm gonna go check on Haldir.
Okay.
Have my poem if you're ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Well,
hold
I'm
on,
gonna
hold-
first wait to see this.
Alright. Hold on.
It's what I came up with in like 5 to 10 minutes I was thinking, so
Right.
it's gonna be something.
1 sec.
I mean, half of Kraw's haikus were made up in like 20 seconds.
You used the generator. This is all off the dome.
Oh,
Well,
my
the generator
gosh.
only was there to help me with the syllabic structure. It didn't really help with anything else.
That's a
Mm.
word that I don't like.
Syllabic?
Nope, don't
It's
say
a
it
good
again.
word. It's a
No.
nice poetry word.
All right. Anyway, go ahead with your poem.
Ahem. If you want a performance you won't soon forget, remember the duo who sings and jests, for the brothers blue have come to you. There you go.
The Kurt claps.
And then I'll give him a little flourish and bow afterwards.
He has to roll a performance check with that now.
He doesn't have to do anything unless the DM says it.
That is, in fact, true. Hold on.
I mean, he has to have some good points there for some excellent rhythm.
Hold on.
Next time a limerick, Jeff. Next time a limerick.
Oh man.
Iambic pentameter.
English was never
pentameter, I
my
think, is the
strong
easiest
suit.
one, right?
It's the most naturally speaking, yes.
Yeah. Limericks are, I always think that they're super fun because they're so
are
like
super
dopey
fun.
and rhymey.
Yes.
Yeah. They make me chuckle.
AABB.
1 sec.
I think it's AABBA or ABABA, something.
I always forget. I always look them up right before the dining out.
It's
And-
AABBA, I believe.
Yeah.
AABBAA.
Yeah.
Just one A at the end.
AABBA.
Yeah, it's
There
like
once was a man from
da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Nantucket.
Yeah.
Da, 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 to one. and then-
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Exactly. She's got it.
Once was a man from
All right,
Nantucket who
let's
carried his
see.
wife in a bucket.
Right, Durnan
Blah 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 blah
responds.
blah blah blah.
Durnan
Well, not the version of
responds,
that one I know.
and he says, "Well, nice little poem you've got there, but you're still not performing in my tavern for any kind of fee. Now, if you want to give some free performances, I'm sure you'd like to give that bard a run
It's
for his money.
exposure. Isn't
Oh.
that just the art way?
No, is that what they call it these days? Well, here's a poem for you. There once were two brothers bard whose heads were really hard, and though they were told by the guy behind the counter, they ended up leaving scarred. Now get out of my face."
Yikes.
At this point, I will
Zenny
I
saw
back
grab
up a
the
Spartan
little
back
bit.
of
the
his.
distance.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab
And
the
it-
back of their collars and pull them away at this point. Both brothers.
I'll make a check
Come
to
on.
resist that.
You can make a check to resist that. If Eric's
Go for it. If
Like,
you
no.
wanna resist that performance by nope.
Oh,
What kind
God.
of check would I be making to resist her trying to pull me away?
It's just we're gonna be strength v strength.
Oh, last time we did this, we ended up on the ground together.
It looks like you get to pull me away.
Oh,
Not this
Wait.
time.
Wait, did you guys both crit fail in that scenario? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
they did.
yes. It was a great moment.
And then you just fall on top of each other and it's just really freaking awkward.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm thinking of that story of fails.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Are you all going upstairs then?
No
yeah,
one
I pulled him-
appreciates fine art.
I pull them both away by their collars and I say, "Come on, we have somebody. We gotta go check on Haldir."
I guess
If they resist
the
going
audience
upstairs, I'm
can
gonna
wait.
let them go as long as they walk away from the bar.
They've waited this long, they can wait a little bit longer to be
Yeah.
enthralled by our performance.
Enthralled.
I like whistle across the bar at Synesia too, in case he wants to join.
yeah,
Do
I
any
follow.
of these peoples
Go ahead.
look like they're of the religious mindset?
Not at this time of night. Nope.
When I go to my room,
actually,
and I-
Good
No,
little
you know-
boys
no,
and girls
well-
have gone to bed.
You know, well, I mean, they might at this point in night, with how much they've drank, think that they're of the religious mindset, but they certainly are not.
Then I'm just gonna go to my room and pray to my god.
And okay, all right, sounds.
But I
good.
take the coin back up off the counter.
All right then, let's pull you all over here then. Nope, that's not the right one. I took you to the wrong one, didn't I? That's okay. No, it's fine. All right. So you
Are you
guys.
in a room?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Haldir.
Haldir is in a room.
Okay, so I don't know which room you're in at this point. Then
Oh, can you not see me?
I
mean,
can
they
see you, but
can,
like
but-
the Kerr can't.
We have
Oh,
no idea where
okay.
you decided
I'm
to hide.
gonna look right. I'm gonna look out of my room when I hear. I assume that I can tell that you guys have come.
You can assume
upstairs.
I'm not quiet.
Yeah.
So yes.
You hear a thump,
And then
thump,
I'm
thump,
gonna
thump,
go.
thump.
I'm gonna like whistle and say like, "Hey, come here."
You want us all in the room?
Yes, everybody squeeze into this room.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
I avoid sitting on the bed because it's probably not made for my turtle frame.
Just crush it.
All right, is everybody in here? Sinise, are you coming?
Sinisa sighs and it's like, okay.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Sunisa does just never want to do anything. That's just the way he is.
Just lazy ass.
Okay, so Haldir is looking not like panicked. So he looks surprisingly calm, but he's not like doing his normal like flourishy look that he always has going. And then he says, "All right, guys, and his accent has gone, to be clear. He says, "All right, guys, I've got something to tell you." And then his appearance shimmers, and it changes from Haldir to look like Thakur, and then again to look like Sarim, and then again to just look like some random guy, and then again to look like Durnan, and then it settles onto a white hold on, let me make sure that I don't misdescribe this. And then it settles to look like a middle-aged, like in his late 40s, mid to late 40s, white-skinned, white-haired, blue-eyed changeling.
Changeling?
Changeling?
And he
Does
says,
Sinisa know what a changeling is?
No, neither does the current. He's just kind of like, what the fuck?
Would the bards have heard any stories about changelings or heard any tales?
You would think that they're far and away related to doppelgangers in some way, shape, or form, but they are not doppelgangers. They are not inherently evil, and they are, yeah.
I guess the curse first thing is he's gonna ask, like, is this illusion magic? Because he's probably not like putting two together that he's actually changing and shifting.
no. I'm what's called a changeling, and we can just sort of change what we look like, when we feel like it. And he
Oh.
gives like an awkward little smile.
I see.
That is pretty neat. It sounds very useful.
It is. It's quite useful, especially for hiding.
What could you possibly have to hide from?
Well,
Well,
enter backstory. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna make you tell anything that you don't want to.
yeah. So he says, I'm trying to think of how I will phrase this in a good way. Sometimes people make mistakes.
Yes, that's true. The curse says,
Everybody has
seeming to
those days.
very much understand that. You made a mistake. Are you trying to make it
Yes.
better?
I'm trying to not make it worse. I
Okay.
don't know if it can get better, but
Can we help?
let's just make sure the people downstairs looking for James Avery end up in Neverwinter.
So don't give them any information. Now he looks confused and is like, "Are you James Avery?" like the whole before never occurred to him that like Haldir might be James Avery. It's just crowning on him now.
Let's say that I knew a man named James Avery, and I worry about his family.
You're not James Avery.
Can I make an insight check on that? See how
Certainly.
straightforward Haldir is being at the moment?
Certainly.
Or
What
The
against what?
changeling, formerly known as Haldir.
In this case, it's not really.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He can't. You guys are just kind of flabbergasted at this whole
Flabbergasted.
thing. Yeah. Kind of caught you all by surprise.
Who are these people who are looking for James Avery again?
There are
We don't
people
know.
downstairs. Yeah, I
There
don't
were
think
two
we got
guys
their
by
name.
the fire. We didn't get
Just
names. That's
Asking because
they're-
I wasn't paying attention because I was arguing with Dernan and coming up with poetry.
They said they were being paid a lot of money by their boss to find him, but they didn't know where he was. So they were checking here first, and then they're going to go to Neverwinter. We said if we found him, we would tell him they were looking for him.
Yeah, that was the agreement.
Those people don't sound like fine, upstanding citizens, so
They said they were his friend.
They aren't.
Oh,
and there's friends, and then there's friends.
Yes,
the
exactly.
her looks supremely confused at that sentence. So yeah,
Picking
That's
up
not
what I'm putting
computing.
down?
nope. No, he is not. He's like basically like counting on his fingers, like friends, friends. Don't get it.
I'll explain it to you when you're older.
Pretty sure I'm older than you, sir. Maybe not. I don't even know how old you are.
I
Alright.
have lived 1,000 lifetimes, thank you very much.
Why don't we take a break with where we are right now, and we'll keep this conversation going after, and then you guys can explore Waterdeep.
Okie doke.
Sorry about meow. I don't know what you guys were just talking about. It was kind of weird.
Lots of different things.
Sounds like it. Sounds like lots of different things. All right. Well, after what you have all just learned about Haldir, you guys want to talk about anything else? Do anything else before heading to bed?
I want to know more about what he could change into. Like, so if the courier just starts throwing questions like, can you change into non-animate objects? Like, can you change into animals? Can you change into any person? Do you have to have seen them? Like, just barrage of questions.
I can. I think. Hold on.
Sorry, not to test you on this, but he's just curious.
I think it's just any human shape, but let me double check it. You can change your appearance and your voice, which is why his voice changed. You can determine the specifics of the change, including your coloration, hair length, and sex. You can also adjust your height and weight, but not so much that it changes your size, as in I can't become small and I can't become large, etc.
Oh.
You can make yourself appear as a member of another race, though none of your game stats change. You can't duplicate the appearance of a creature you've never seen. So, like, if I've never seen a tiefling, I can't turn into one.
Oh, but how cool would that be?
You must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs that you have. So I think I can turn into birds, and I think I can turn into horses, etc., because all of my limbs are in the same spots.
That would be a small horse.
Right,
Small
I'd be a
horse.
really little horse.
You'd be a pony
Or a really big bird.
Really big bird, like
Be like an ostrich.
like a flightless bird.
Little Sebastian.
And
We had
your
one in the-
clothing
Little
the last
doesn't
Sebastian,
change.
Oh my god, I forgot about Little Sebastian. I haven't watched that show in forever. Oh my god.
Huh.
And I stay in the new form unless I die. Or decide to change it.
Is it
Well, if
die
you
or
can
not?
And
become-
it's an nope, die.
So if you can become
Which is why I've like passed out, I think, a couple times, but I've never changed shape. This is not my default look. Is the changeling look, the like pure white look.
This is just
Huh.
off-topic question. Are you made of organic or inorganic material?
Ooh, ask
Just out of curiosity.
real questions. Yeah, I think it'd be organic.
Organic. I'm like a human-ish thing. You know, I'm just another race. I'm not like a.
that was going to be
Because
the
I know
first question.
in
Like, how are you made? Are you
Some D&D variants,
born?
like twigs, rocks, and mud that come together to make a changeling, but
Oh, nope. I have a mom and a dad and a brother and a sister. My real name's LeBlanc. Maybe that's important.
I really remember you talking about that name when you were creating a character.
I did because I wrote it because I fucked up forgetting that you guys could all see my character name. And I wrote LeBlanc as his name. And then I was like, oh fuck. He's not using that name right now. That's not a name you would use if you're an elf.
It's fine. I won't reveal any more than you already have.
So, yep. Surprise! And then I glimmer and I go back into looking like Haldir.
Nice.
I poke your shoulder. A little
Yes,
still
it's
confused.
still a shoulder. It works just like it used to.
Hmm.
You just know now that it's not what I really look like, but also don't tell anyone that. Or I'll have
Whoa.
to kill you. It's a joke.
Oh. Oh.
I don't know how many people are going to believe that we have seen an elf that's really a white being of indefined features.
Oh, did he, she, it had. How do you identify yourself?
What pronouns do you use?
What
You.
pronouns do you
I-
use?
Second person.
Yeah.
Well,
You want to know what's funny? I actually wrote this down in the information.
I think you did.
I use all pronouns, and I don't take any gender as my own unless I have turned into that shape.
So this is why you flirt with everybody.
Yes.
Damn.
Ah,
So do you prefer he when you look like a male and she when you look like a female, or you don't care?
Wow, guys.
I don't particularly care, but it generally confuses people. If I look like a man and you call me she, but in a... It really doesn't matter, is what I'm saying. But yes, you can keep calling me
Got
he if you would like to.
Well, all this to make the point that he, when he was in his, I guess, base form, had
mhm.
very defined features.
Base.
Oh, are you asking what?
No,
what
I was
did...
telling the turtle because he said your features were undefined, but they were in fact very defined.
Oh no, in my base form I look super androgynous.
But you still
Have features
have features.
like eyes, a nose, a mouth.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you're not
yes.
just a white
I look
blob.
like I look like a
No.
person, but I look like, if you imagine like an
I
androgynous androgynous model or an anime character that you can't tell the gender of.
Yeah, it's if you look up what the changing looks like, it's actually pretty intense. They almost look like they're wearing like a white mask for a face, but it's like their face with like almost like pupilless eyes that are all just white. It's I don't know, it's actually pretty cool.
That's what I
Yeah,
was trying to
but I
get
have,
at with this.
But
'Cause
I
was
have
looking at
blue
this-
eyes, so I have like some changelings have white eyes, some changelings have whatever, but Haldir has, when he's in his base form, blue eyes.
Fair
Aw.
enough.
All right. Now we're
But
just
yeah.
supposed to all go to sleep after this?
I had one more question.
All right, go ahead.
So, who is Haldir?
That's a
The shape that you
really
usually
good
take.
question. I'd say in character.
Well, I made him up. I saw a man, a human man, when I was walking through the city, and he looked somewhat like this, and then I shimmer into the other look, which is very similar to Haldir, but not exactly like him. And then I also saw this elf who looked something like this, and then I shroomp into the elf. And I say, so I thought, well, if those two were together, then I would look like this, and I turn back into Haldir. And then,
Okay.
so, yeah, I made him up. I made him up, and then I lied to you all, which sounds really bad when I say it out loud. But I didn't know that I could trust you, but now I feel like maybe I can trust you.
Do I believe them? Can do like an insight check.
You may. I'm just
Your
updating
secret's
DM,
safe with
updating
me.
DM notes over here.
Is it inside or what is it? Yeah.
Uh,
Do you want me to... I mean, I'm not lying, so...
no, I think Siniza, you're pretty satisfied with what he's telling you.
Fair enough. That's pretty cool. I like the fact that you can combine identities to make a new one. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I can.
cool.
You can draw me a picture, and I can turn into it.
I quickly draw something that looks really ugly.
You come out looking like Doodle Bob.
It's no. I
I
draw a
changed-
Ditto. Can I draw a Ditto the Pokemon?
My limbs have to remain intact.
So you cannot turn into this.
No, I have to keep my arms and legs and my head.
Still impressed, slightly less so.
Yes, but I can do this, and then I turn into a bird, and I flap around a little bit, and
You
then I
have to keep your
stop
arms
being a
and
bird.
legs.
Probably
The Cur just kind of looks down at his crotch and then doesn't say nothing.
just
All
like
extremities
probably
must remain.
turn into like an
All of
axe beak now, just like a very large bird.
Oh lord.
All right, guys. Well, we have thoroughly discussed Haldir's gender and pronouns. So, is there anything else that you guys want to do tonight before resting?
Nope, I'm good.
Just a quick question. How do we know that the rest of you aren't changelings?
You don't.
You know, we actually have a code. I'm kidding. We don't.
That would be pretty cool if we could learn
It
the
would.
changeling code.
Yes. It would be cool if we all had just like a little handshake. We don't. It would be very helpful though.
Wow. All right then.
I think I'm gonna go play downstairs and entertain.
I'm sure
If any of you would like to watch my brother and I bring the house down, you're welcome to attend.
Oh wow.
You mean figuratively, right?
I'm pretty sure Durnan would throw us down the well if we did it literally.
It's true.
Oh my
I just don't want to
gosh.
go to sleep and have the roof fall down on me.
All right, everybody. Then, if you're
I
gonna
think
go
there's been enough
play,
earth shattering today.
if you're gonna go and play for the remainder of the night before sleeping, then go ahead and do that. Everybody else, I'm assuming, is going to bed, and
Yes.
from there we'll transition to the next day.
Two things. Do you want me to make a performance check? And can I get tips?
Mm.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, turn back. There we go.
Alright, so I'm gonna make a performance check for this now.
Whoa!
Not
Oh.
great.
I mean,
That's
still,
not bad.
Still a 19.
Yeah.
At this
Right.
time,
Your
at that time of
bonuses
night,
helped.
at that time of, and everybody else has taken a long rest, so you can go into your character sheets, click on long rest, and re-up all of your stuff. Sarah, at the time of night that you were performing, there wasn't a whole lot of people in the tavern, but great, you're able to get that. I had 9 gold pieces for your performance that night.
Can I copy another spell into my spellbook out of the scrolls that I had?
You can if you would like to. I believe it's going to cost you some money too.
Yeah, I read it over. I think it's 50 gold pieces.
What spell you looking for?
I would like to copy Entangle.
Mm.
Tangle spell. Let me get that for you.
Do you want me to subtract the gold?
Yes, and you now have said spell.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Alright, everybody. Now, if you remember, and Nekowal, go ahead and long rest yourself so that you are rested. Oh, you
Where
got-
is that long rest button? I've been looking for it on my deal.
You know, if you had the aesthetically pleasing sheet, it'd be very obvious where it is.
It's pretty
But
obvious in the
the
other one
exce-
too. Hold on, hold on.
If
hold on.
you
Do you see
go to
where
your
your
hit
hit dice
dice-
is? There's S rest and L rest under your 3 hit dice.
Ah, there it is. Yep.
There you go. All right, Haldir. In the beginning of the next morning, I'm assuming you spent some time crafting your doggo. Haldir.
Hallie?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I
Yep.
forgot that I had muted myself like an idiot. Yes, I crafted my dog overnight.
All right. You now have a doggo. Look
Yay!
at this doggo. It's so cute. Hold on, can
It's
I-
dark. We can't see
Can I? What? Why? What's dark?
because it's not. It's dark.
I turned
nighttime.
it.
It's nighttime in the inn.
I turned it light.
It
No.
looks
No.
a little like a donkey.
Hold on.
We're still dark.
Let me
my
try
dude.
to. Hold on. It's.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
there we
There
go.
it is. Yeah.
all right.
That was the best mechanical one that we could find.
I think it looks great.
It looks good. I just
It's still dark on my screen. What the heck? It's fine. I can deal with this. So, yes, you now have said doggo. Really cute little doggo. Where's his... Did I show it to you guys? I don't think I can. It's fine. So you have control over him. I should have added everything in for him as a steel defender, so you should be good to go with him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about him.
Alright,
He's
guys.
so cute.
Now that you have rested, come back from the Citadel. What do you want to do today?
wait. Does the dog follow Haldir out of his room, and do we see this in the morning?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
As soon as I see it, I'll exclaim, "Where were you hiding this while we were battling monsters in the Sunless Citadel?"
Well, I had
So cute. Can I pet it?
it. Yes, you can. So the dog has like leather. It looks somewhat like this metal dog that we made the token of. But it has kind of like big leather floppy ears, and it looks like a hound dog, not a like intense German Shepherd like this one does.
But still cool.
Well, I thought of it after we had our little chat last night. A little girl I knew, always wanted a dog, and I thought, oh, I could make one of those. So I made it, and then she was gonna name him Rufus. So this is Rufus.
Hello, Rufus.
Nice.
Pats him.
And Rufus wags his tail.
Nice.
Lots of dogs. They
Interesting.
can be best friends.
So what do you guys want to do?
Days
Let's
ahead of
go
us.
shopping.
Have some gold that's burning a hole in my pocket.
Oh, I gotta sell some stuff too.
Yeah, I gotta sell a lot.
Oh yeah, let's go over to little shops tab over here.
I think we should probably do like a general store to like sell a bunch of stuff and then figure out what
General
as my thought.
store. General store.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, that's good with me.
Oh my, what did I just do?
Unless anybody has like a very unique piece of equipment or something that they're trying to sell that would probably fetch a better price in a particular shop, but
Do need to go to an alchemist eventually and maybe get in touch with the shadier side of the city.
I'm going to, before we leave, I'm gonna change my appearance into the appearance of Lady Hera Vandalion of Silvery Moon.
Excellent.
So I look like an Azamar with blonde hair and black eyes. I'm about 23, and I'm gonna put on my fine clothes and my signet ring, and see if that gives me a boost for selling stuff.
You
Damn.
said blonde hair, black eye, Asimar?
Yep.
And any other descriptors?
23 years old,
What
female, obviously.
what skin tone?
I don't care. If you're like looking for a token for her or something. But I mean, I think most Azamars are fairly light-skinned, so she'd be fairly light-skinned.
Okay. Yes. Well, I don't have anything to represent her right now, but I have some. I mean, that.
Is
I
it time
think
for
would-
the
Now that I
airship
can, now that I
placeholder?
can change forms without fear, oh, it's gonna be
Oh,
life-changing.
dang it! Whatever. That's one, but it's more of golden hair and like black skin and black eyes. Like, I don't know if an Asimar really has like that kind of complexion. Anyway, you're something. So, let's close those. All right, you guys headed out into Waterdeep.
yes.
Yep.
All right then, let's pull you all over to here. All right, over
This
here
map
we
looks
have
familiar.
our map
Oof,
of Waterdeep.
I'm having flashbacks.
Oh yes. And we are no longer in the tavern. We are in the city. So as you
Before we leave the
guys-
tavern,
Go ahead.
do we know where the good shops in Waterdeep are? Or do we need directions to find good shops to sell our stuff to?
I feel like
It's
we
up to
were
you.
all in Waterdeep for a while before, we hadn't just arrived when the attack happened.
Maybe I'll try
We're
and
probably fairly familiar with the city.
buddy up with Jernan and ask him before we leave. We got all this great stuff while we were adventuring in the Sunless Citadel and liberating it. Would you know of any shops that might be interested in these relics of a bygone era?
Well, what are you looking to sell?
So I'll pull out the obsidian statue with like gold inlay on it and show that to him, and things of a similar nature as this obsidian statue.
Alright, so not exactly magical per se, maybe a general store or some kind of arcane shop, if you will.
That sounds like a good spot to start.
Well, there's Trinkets and Toys is a pretty well-known place. It's going to be over in the eastern end of the trade ward, almost, oh my gosh, that's massive. Almost near the eastern gate there. That's a good general store. You might go to, let's see, Masterwork, Fasterwork. That's going to be in the southern ward. Or if you're looking
Do you
for...
have any shops that you like to patronize that have your seal of approval?
Let's see.
Brown noser.
Need to work my way back up.
Well,
That's true.
there is a particular arcane shop that I enjoy going to when I'm looking to just find little trinkets or sell things. That place is called the Blind Witch. The Blind Witch is a pretty well-renowned place here in Waterdeep for trinkets and spells and magical items and odds and ends.
Let's try that one.
Oh, thank you.
So Nisa takes note.
Well then, was the rest of the party listening to me as I had this conversation?
I believe they were.
All right then, let's get it done. Let's do some shopping.
To the Unseeing Witch.
Blind Witch.
The
Blind
Blind Witch.
That one.
All right. So as you leave the Yawning Portal, remember that is just at the foot of Mount Waterdeep. And what you all see as you leave is Mount Waterdeep, Castle Waterdeep, standing tall above you as you go out into the City of Splendors. And as you head further into the Trade Ward, the city lives up to its name. I mean, it's loud. There's people moving everywhere. Shops are set up on every corner. People are selling things, buying things, trading. And so you follow Durnan's directions to go to the Blind Witch. And eventually you come to a store after getting some directions from people. And inside, as you step inside, you notice that it's kind of dimly lit, mostly by candles. And there's a raven that's sitting there in the shop, and well, I'll just show you guys a little bit of what it's like as you take a step inside.
As we enter, I'll announce in almost like a stage whisper that this place has a fantastic ambiance. So, loud enough to be heard throughout the shop, but quiet enough to make it not seem like I'm trying to grandstand or butter up to the shopkeeper.
Alright, guys. This is about what it looks like when you take a step inside.
It does have a fantastic ambiance.
Oh, it does.
Oh, I like this a lot.
This is
I,
beautiful.
Yeah, I thought since you guys are going to be shopping, and you know the other group's probably going to be shopping too, I need to come up with some good shops and stuff like that.
Storefronts, yeah.
Is
Mhm.
that a
Some
crystal
things.
that was cut in half in the left hand?
Yep,
That looks like an
is.
amethyst
Awesome.
geode. Yes.
Excellent detail all around.
Instead, I like how instead of a
Especially the globe of South America there. That's great.
Buddha, I like that instead of having
You don't know
a
that's
Buddha
South
on a
America.
pedestal,
That's that's
it has a goblin on a pedestal.
that could be Cholt for all you know, or whatever.
Except Schultz Island.
Cholt's technically a peninsula.
Is it? I thought it was an
Really?
island.
Everything's an island if you think about it. Anyway,
If you go out far enough.
if you go out far enough, it becomes an island. So, here in our shop, let's see who you encounter. Oh wow, that's quite a name. All right, you're met by a wood elf who dons black robes, and she introduces herself as Desna, and she walks up to Haldir in Haldir's Aasimar form and says, My, look at this one. What brings you into my shop this great morning?
I actually have a lot of things to sell, as do my friends.
Well, come and tell Desna what it is that I might be able to take off of your hands.
The curse works and like elbows Surim next to her or him and being like, look.
I'll give Thakar a patronizing smile.
Do you want to in character we like sell all of our stuff, or do you want us to just tell you what we're selling?
Oh, in character, always. I want to know how you're going to be selling this stuff, and if you're going to be trying to work the people at these shops for a little bit more moolah.
Okay.
Again, if you
Think
can,
we
if
should.
you can convince me and make the DM happy, I'm willing to hand over the gold. But you got to convince the shopkeeper.
Victor, would you like to kick us off?
No. Last time I tried, it was bad.
But what if I sold it to you for more money?
Go first since he's got the like whole show going on with the Asmar look.
Sinisa is looking around the store for now.
All right.
Just carefully listening to the conversation.
The Kerr could stand to see a little bit more interaction between these two ladies, so shush.
All right. I set down my bag of holding, and from it, I'm gonna set it down and say, I've actually got a lot of things that I'm looking to sell. I've got a couple suits of armor, as well as I think I have something else. Hold on. I have some other shit.
Like, charm instantly broken. Skimming through
You
the bag
have
of holding, like, there's a
The
bunch
grower's
of, like,
diary
hold on,
with
hold on.
all the stuff he was recording about his plants.
I think we should hold on to that. It could be.
Letting her tell the stuff that she has.
I'm looking through my list. Yeah, I think that's actually all that I have of use. Yeah, I think that's it. Actually, I have a scale mail. Nope, I have a studded leather armor and a chain shirt. Nobody else needs those, right? It's fine. It's already too late.
So what are you looking to sell?
I'm looking to sell some studded leather armor and a chain shirt.
Well, I don't really deal in armor and things like that. You'd be better off going to a blacksmith or an armory if you'd want to sell something like that. I can give you a good name of someone really good if you want to go and pay them a visit for me.
I'd love that.
They call themselves the Iron Skillet. You can find them right in the center of the trade
Love
ward
it.
on the biggest corner.
Iron skillet. I don't have any more notes. Oh, here we go. Blacksmith.
What kind of things do you buy here?
She kind of puts her hand down the side of Haldir's head, and with her long purple nails kind of whips some of the hair around. She says, well, here at the Blind Witch, we pride ourselves in all things magical, arcane, and a little bit extra. If there's things of the sort that might interest me, I'd be willing to part with the gold for it.
Do you have anything of interest for sale right now? Sorry, my accent is like all over the place.
Dude,
Well.
voices are hard. The fact that both of you are doing this is great.
Well, is there anything that you might be looking for in particular?
We've got a habit of going on traveling parties. So, if you've got any sort of potions or magical items that might aid us in adventuring, then that might be of interest.
Well, I do have your potions of healing, as any good shop would have. I have potions of antitoxin, things of the sort. I might have a potion of invisibility lying around somewhere if that piques your interest.
How much would the invisibility be?
Well, this potion of invisibility for anybody else would be nearly 500 gold, but for you, you really are something. I'd be willing to part with it for 150 gold pieces.
What the fuck?
Do I
Ask how
do I
long
hear
it
this?
lasts.
Senise's flames just kind of like move a bit, like they shake as he's facing away. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Can I insight check this to make sure that she's not trying to pull one over on us and try and, oh, this
Sell
potion's
us
on a
water and a
super big
potion,
fire
right.
sale, but it's actually worthless.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know if you wanted to
It
do
seems
the check
very.
out
It
there.
seems.
You can do like
Are you doing it,
you can
or
do
am I doing
an
it?
insight
Can we
check.
both do it?
Sure.
Oh, Haldir doesn't know.
No, Serum, you think that she's going to be giving you a potion of invisibility if that's what you want to buy, and you would also know that a potion of invisibility is a pretty rare item.
I'll give Halder like a little thumbs up.
Yep, that sounds great.
Well,
My voice doesn't break. I just am terrible at consistent voices, apparently.
well,
That sounds great. Thank you.
well, anytime. Here you go, and she hands it over, and as you grab it from her, she puts her other hand on top of yours, and she says, I hope that's just what you were looking for.
Was indeed.
All right, anybody else?
And I
looking
make
to shop?
elongated eye contact with her.
Oh, man.
I'm assuming that I can tell that she's flirting and that she is flirting with me, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I've got some gems that I'd be interested in selling, and a crystal goblet if those are more up your alley.
Well, I'd be willing to take a look at them. What kind of gems are these that you're looking to sell?
I've got 5 rubies, 3 generic gems. I don't really know. I think they were in one of the loot boxes. They don't say what kind they are, and then a blue sapphire, and then the goblet's crystal. Like, hand them over to show her.
Well, I'd be willing to take that crystal goblet for 20 gold pieces, and each of those gems surely worth 15 gold pieces each.
The basic gems, you mean? Or all of them?
All of them.
I kind of look back at the group and I'm like, mm-hmm.
I feel like if she was forthright with the invisibility potion, she'll be forthright with these prices. So, well,
Does it make sense for the different gems to be worth the same amount?
Usually gems are all different amounts. Would I know that, though? I feel like
As
I
a
would.
tinkerer, I think you would.
Haldir, you
As
would.
as an ex-jeweler, I think I would.
Oh, are you an ex-jeweler?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's... Oh,
We've already ruled out it's not. She's not Avery Jones.
we don't know that. We did rule that out. Now that she
Well,
could
she
be a
said
human.
that. She said that though, at least.
She said it's
Unless she was
no,
telling the truth.
She said it's
No.
someone that I used to know.
She did not say it wasn't her.
Anyway, what are you thinking?
I just want to. Can I tell if she's trying to dupe us?
She's not trying to dupe you. She's trying to make sure that she can still turn a profit, though.
Okay, so it's not like she's, buying diamonds for the price of a CZ.
No.
Okay,
Okay, so what
I
was
give you
the
a thumbs up.
What was the
Thumbs up.
offer?
15 gold pieces, or rather 20 gold pieces for the crystal goblet, and then
Mhm.
15 gold pieces for each of those gems.
So that'd be like what, 300 gold total?
With the goblet and the gems that you have and the rubies, I believe so.
How
Yeah.
many gems did you have? Didn't you have
I
like
have
10?
5 rubies, 3 gems, and 1 blue sapphire.
It's 9,
Jesus.
135 plus 20 is 155.
Did I?
It's 15 gold per gem times 9,
What did-
135.
Oh, I must have hit something differently. Why are you doing this in your head, crazy person?
155.
Yeah, 100. Yes, 155. Okay, we'll do that.
I know we're on the same side and all, but sorry.
You're good.
All right, you hand over your gems, and she hands you over a small leather pouch that has all the gold pieces in there.
Awesome.
Anybody else looking around in the shop? You can come back as well.
Don't
You
I
don't
need
have
a
to.
thing?
I'd like to sell some stuff as well.
At this place
What
or
did
at
I?
another
Does anyone
place?
remember what I wrote in the
This
chat?
place?
What did I
I-
need to
You
buy?
can scroll up. I think you.
You can scroll up. I think it should still
I'm
be
trying
there.
to find it.
Which chat was this in?
I don't know.
In this one, it was in this one.
Okay.
It was on
Is it the
Foundry.
pearl with 100 gold?
100 gold piece pearl.
Okay. I need to buy that. Can we just like retcon that I did that?
Oh yeah, you need that to make your dog, didn't you?
No, I
Oh.
don't need it to make my dog. My dog is like a whole separate thing.
If you don't want the invisibility potion, then sure, we can give it back.
Well, I can buy both.
Oh,
Would she have like tried to talk me out of 100, like talk me up for a pearl? Because she didn't sound like she was talking me up for the other one.
no, I don't think so. I think a pearl that is worth 100 gold pieces, you'd be able to find from her if that's what you were looking for.
Yeah. So can
She,
I just put it in my inventory and have 25 gold to my name?
You can. And
Cool.
out from under one of her long robes, she pulls out a pearl. She says that this is likely what you're looking for.
Thanks. Alright, I'm gonna add this. Sorry, guys. I forgot
No,
that I
you're
needed
good.
that until
It's
you
all
started
good.
talking about gems. Then I was like, oh, frick.
Can I ask if she has anything that's enchanted with like a haste spell?
Enchanted with a haste spell. If you're looking for
Mhm.
something of that
Like a
sort.
ring or a,
Hmm.
something like that.
Something of that caliber is going to cost you quite a bit. How much are you willing to spend?
I only got so much. What are your options and what is the price ranges you're looking at? Because I'll tell you right off the bat if we're talking out of my price range.
Well, if we're looking at something that has a haste spell imbued into it, that's going to be a special order. It's going to cost you at least 300 gold pieces.
I would be interested in that, and then a couple potions of healing and the anti-venom. Maybe do kind of like a bundle deal.
So, the ring that allows you to cast haste once per day, as well as some potions of healing. And what was the last one?
Potion of the anti-venom.
Potion
You said you mentioned,
of the an antitoxin.
or antitoxin. Yes.
Let's see. She flips through some tabulations of hers in a small notebook in front of her face. And how many potions of healing were you looking for?
Is this just regular healing potions you have?
The ones that I have are potions of greater healing.
2.
Alright, 2 of those, antitoxin and the ring. I can do that for 375 gold pieces.
And the ring is, we said once per day. How long does it last?
As long as a normal haste spell lasts, because I don't know off the top of my head.
I think it's 1 minute.
I think it's a minute.
So 10 rounds.
If you're in combat. It is, yeah, up to 1 minute. And even though it says concentration, it's, I mean, if you cast it and it's from the ring, it's not going to be concentrated on.
Okay. You said 3 what?
375.
I think I could do that.
Well, fantastic. And I will, if you just leave me a note, I'll create an item for you that you can put in your inventory.
Okay, I have a greater healing. Can I change the amount automatically? No. Right?
I don't know, you
I
might not
can't.
be able to.
Oh, I can change the quantity. Okay, so I would just need the antitoxin and the ring.
Got it. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
I'm good, guys. Whatever you guys need to do.
This is only the first stop that you've been to as well. You can go to
I know.
other
I've
shops.
got armor to sell too. Don't worry.
I need to sell things here. So if they're done,
Yes,
we'll
go for it.
start talking to her and say, have these treasures I've recovered from a dungeon at great personal risk to me and my companions. Pull out the first of my treasures, an obsidian dragon statuette with gold fittings and inlay. Kind of show it off, make it sparkle a little bit in the light. Put it down. Pull out 2 moss agate, and then 4 silver rings. So that I would like to sell these.
Hmm. You said 4 silver rings and then 2 moss
2
agate.
moss agate, and an obsidian dragon figurine with gold fittings and inlay.
Hmm.
Then I will also lean over and whisper this to her.
Yes.
He's
I'm
gonna
typing
type
it
it to
out.
you.
Oh.
There you go.
Wow. All right. That's goofy as hell.
But if it works,
Wow. That's the point. If it works. Give me 1 sec. Ah, that dang raven.
We can take it off your hands for you.
Ah, no, thank you. I do quite enjoy its company. Now, for those 2 agate, how does 35 gold pieces for each of them sound?
do I know if that's a reasonable deal?
I think you would think for a piece of agate, that's a pretty decent price.
That sounds like a great price to me.
And for the silver rings, I can take those off your hands for 15 gold pieces apiece.
Also sounds good.
Yeah, they don't have any kind of gems or anything in them, if I remember correctly, so not a bad deal. Now that obsidian statuette, kindly remove it from my desk and do not let me see that again. I do not want to touch that particular piece.
I will remove it and ask her if she wouldn't mind explaining what the significance is.
Well, you see, as I am a practitioner of the arcane, that is an obsidian dragon statuette representing a black dragon, no doubt. If you remember, just about a week ago, there was a black dragon that attacked this very city. That must be no coincidence. There is something there, and I don't know what it is. But do not want to tempt fate.
Fair enough. I will keep the statue on me and take the 95 gold. and then I will ask her if she has some things and stuff.
Some things and stuff. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
I know that was to buy me time as I edited my inventory.
Mm. And what about
So
I feel like that
things-
needs to be a shop name down the line.
Things
Some
and stuff.
Things and stuff.
And
so
What's that shop for Ron Swanson? Food and stuff.
Yeah.
holy water, acid, ink and ink pen, a journal, oil flask, and on the off chance that maybe she has them, thieves' tool, but I kind of approached that one obliquely.
so you said holy water, ink,
Holy
ink
water.
pen.
Acid, ink, an ink pen, and a journal. 3 oil flasks, and then we'll try and skirt around and approach thieves' tools gently.
Well, I can sell you everything you said except for the thieves' tools. You have to go to a blacksmith or a general store for that. And you're silly coming in here thinking you're gonna find any holy water in this place.
Was worth a shot.
Can't you just give
Sinisa looks
water
over
to
his
Nekawal
shoulder
and have him
and
bless it?
nods.
He is a cleric, right?
That is true.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
but this is not a cleric shop.
No,
But I'm saying
doesn't-
Nekawal could do it.
Nekawal, don't you have bless as a spell?
I think. Isn't it like a specific ritual to make holy water?
I always thought it was.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But he is a cleric. Does
I don't
Can you
have
just like
this-
scoop up water and go, bam, you're holy now?
Like, how does that work?
mean,
I
isn't-
like that. I would approve of that
I mean,
method.
isn't that how regular holy water? I'm kidding.
It is.
Holy.
I don't
Just like it's
actually
raining
have a
outside, bam, holy rain. You're welcome.
You
Don't
actually,
you feel blessed today?
you actually don't have bless, do you?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Cleric, are you?
'cause I was 100% gonna let that fly, but whatever. So, everything else that you mentioned, how does 25
Sorry.
gold pieces sound for the
The
ink
acid.
pen, the acid, the 3 vials or what have you, and the journal?
That sounds like a great deal to me.
Well, you have been quite the patron today.
And you have been quite the hostess.
Well, you tell all of your friends that Desna's gonna take care of you.
We should have told her Durnan sent us.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, let Durnan know that you treated us well.
Oh, you tell him to stop by. I haven't seen Durnan in quite some time, and I do appreciate a good afternoon chat with him, if you know what I mean. All right.
I have one question
Yes,
before I keep distracting you.
that's
Durnan
fine.
doesn't seem to like me very much. Does he have anything that particularly gets on his nerves?
Well, I know that that tavern of his is quite precious. He built it from the ground up, so I'd imagine anybody who would threaten the good order and discipline that he's put in place probably wouldn't take a liking.
All right, thank you.
All right, Nekawal, Siniza, you guys got anything you want to
Yeah.
look for here?
Yeah, also. So I put it back on the shelf, whatever thing that I was kind of like messing with as everyone was talking to her.
Great.
I love
It's
it.
like, my milady, what a magical place do you have here?
Well, you're just
Um,
saying facts now. Like this one over here. Look at that pristine skin. It's almost as if there's an aura about her. As she
indeed,
points over to
she is
Haldir.
quite something.
Yeah, I smile
She is
back at
something
her.
special, all right? I swear.
You should have seen her last night. She turned into a bird. Anyway, go
She
ahead.
was an animal. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, tell me more. Anyway.
I do have some artifacts that I think might be of interest to you. And I show her the Entangle spell scroll and the Inflict Wounds spell scroll.
You use the
These were
entangle.
found in her.
But you use the entangle spell.
Oh, you use it
no,
when you
no.
copy it?
Yes. I think it's consumed, but
Oh.
you can use it over and over again in your spell book, unlike someone else
Right.
who would consume the spell, and then it's just a one-time use. You consume it in the process of copying it into your spell book.
Okay, let me trash that then. Okay, in that case, all I have is a blue sapphire.
Well, let me
It's
take
like,
a
I
look
found
at
this
this.
gem along my travels. Yeah.
I'm watching very closely, see what she offers him.
Well, looks similar to one of those gems that I just bought from your friend over there. So, I can offer you also 15 gold pieces for this one.
Very well, that seems like a fair deal.
Fair deal
I trust
indeed.
your appraisal skills. I give it to her.
All right.
Was it 15, right?
Yep. I don't know what sounds are happening in the background, but it doesn't sound good. It's disgusting. Like in the shop.
We don't ask questions.
Okay. So I want to ask, I was like, so I've been searching for some magical artifacts. I think you might be just the right person to ask about. And ask her if she's heard of. Let's see. I've heard of these gloves worn by a wizard before that allowed him to stop projectiles, such as arrows coming towards him. I believe it was an enchanted set of gloves. Is that something that you either might have or know where I could find?
I don't know that I have those here, but I do know someone that might just have them. If you go across to the other side of the trade ward, there's someone in another shop. We are friendly. It's over at the Fair Wizard. The Fair Wizard might be a place to check out. Go and see. Yes, go and see. What's a good name for him? Oh yeah. Just go see Dakos over at the Fair Wizard. He may have something there for you that you're looking for, but I don't particularly have a set of those gloves that you're looking for.
Very well. I truly appreciate the tip for that. And then I ask her, like, I've also heard about an item called a Pearl of Power said to allow a wizard to cast extra spells or regain spells.
You mean
before...
something like this? Holds out a pearl that gleams differently than the pearl that was bought by Haldir.
Do I recognize it as a Pearl of Power?
You do. It has an aura about it. Not any particular school of magic, but it has an aura about it.
Okay. It's like, yes, that is exactly it. Amazing. Is this something you'd be willing to part with today?
Oh, it would be. But that depends on if you're looking to part with some gold, as this is quite a rare item, and I just happen
Yeah, I
to
think
have
those are
one.
too expensive. Okay, I like brace myself. I'm like, how much are we talking about here?
Well, for mere 5 easy payments of 200 gold pieces, I'd be willing to part with this pearl.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. It's like, oh man. This does seem like quite the special item. I think if I actually paid in installments, I would be able to. But I think
Can we set up an installment plan with the Bank of
Like,
Water?
let me-
Every time we come back to
Yeah,
Waterdeep between
let
dungeons.
me check my credit real quick.
Well, it might be a little,
Yeah.
little too expensive.
Middle of the dungeon. Guys, we gotta get back. I can't miss my payment.
Payment.
The interest rate will kill me.
Well,
Like, I
it
think-
might be a little too expensive for you now as a
Yeah.
level 3, but maybe come back when you're level 4 or 5, maybe you'll be able to
She
afford it.
literally tells me my level.
He's meta judging you.
I try to see her level, and like when in a game the other one is too high level, it just looks like a skull.
It's like a
You,
skull.
you
Right?
see a red
Yeah.
skull. You see a red
Like,
skull above it.
Danger, danger.
well,
Yeah, you
I-
imagine she could probably power word kill you if you decided to try to pickpocket.
I just very well. Well, I'm pleased to at least have seen one of these.
You attack her. I attack her. She chooses to dodge.
Right, just like nope. I shall come back, milady. But thank you for the tip for the gloves, though.
You are most welcome.
Hey, your bargaining skills are much improved since
Much
last year.
smoother.
Yes, that was
All
great.
right.
I literally only sold 1 gem for 50 gold, but I think
Yeah, but you didn't like make
didn't
her
fuck
go
it up.
lower.
Nekawal, is there anything that you want to do here?
I don't have anything I can really sell her because I only have just like a mace and a scale mill, so she wouldn't be interested
Sounds
in
like
that.
we need to go to a blacksmith then.
And I don't really have that much gold. I also don't know what Nekawal would actually want as a cleric.
Is it to the blacksmith then? The iron skillet?
Actually, I do have some spell scrolls that I don't care to learn because I have spells that do pretty similar stuff.
Go for it.
So I'll sell Scorching Ray and Melf's Acid. Actually, no, Melf's Acid is pretty cool. Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt and scorching ray?
Yeah.
Well, let me just take a look here. She flips through her little booklet again. Well, I think I'd be willing to buy each of those for 60 gold pieces each. If that suits you.
Do I feel like that's a fair price?
I think so. Let's I mean, I don't think they're cantrips, right?
No,
both
they're.
level ones.
I think they're both level 2. No, Guiding Bolt is level 1. Scorching Ray is level 2.
Well, then let's call it.
Scorching Ray is a great spell.
Let's call it 150 gold pieces. What do you say?
That sounds fair.
Well, I do keep my prices quite competitive with the rest of the market here, so 150 gold pieces it is,
Okay.
and I appreciate your addition to my shop.
Alright, I'm ready.
Alrighty then. We'll go over to the iron skillet, and then we'll pick up here next
On
time.
the way to the iron skillet, are we gonna pass a post office?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Can I duck into the post office really fast?
Yeah.
I'm gonna duck into the post office,
All right. So
and I'm gonna.
back in water deep. Bam, bam, bam. As you're out on the streets. These streets. All right.
I'm gonna turn to the party, and I'm gonna say, "I'm really sorry, guys. I just need to mail something." I'm gonna pop into the post office, and I'm going to mail 25 gold and or I guess 25 gold less how much it costs to mail this. And then I'm gonna mail all of the books that I found, all of the kids' books, to Francine Avery.
All right. 30 gold pieces for the weight, the shipping, and the gold all together.
Oh, well, I don't have that much, so I guess I'll keep one of the books.
Oh, no.
I
I only
gave
have
you the gold.
25 golds.
Can I give you the gold you need?
I guess you can,
Wait,
if you're
you-
standing over my shoulder. Yeah.
You only
I imagine I
have-
probably like hung out at the door. I didn't come all the way in, but I could probably see like you at the counter, like counting out your gold and realizing you don't have any. Is that cool?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
fine
have
with
like
me.
crowded. I wouldn't have crowded like your space and like privacy.
Your space.
But so like yeah, if I see Haldir or the form that Haldir is in, like kind of looking at the gold and being like, I'm gonna drop, let's say 10 gold,
I
and
really
kind of
wanna,
walk away again.
I really want to make her like an anime character token, but I won't. I won't do that. All right, then total of 35 gold pieces. 25 goes along with the books and whatever kind of notes and stuff you want to send, and it gets sent to Miss Avery. All right. Then
So I imagine like from the door, I probably saw that the books were going, but I don't know who they're going to.
true. All right then.
Gonna
On
delete them out of my thing. Okay.
our last stop for the night will be over to the blacksmith. All right, and here is where we will pick it up next time. This is over at the Iron Skillet, a very well-known shop here in Waterdeep, who is likely going to be getting some business and doing business with you all based on what you guys have. So when we meet up next week, we'll continue shopping a little bit and then move on to the next place, which is the Forge of Fury, which I'm excited
I probably
for.
should have sold my bag of holding. We really only need one in the group, right?
I mean, that's fine. You can go to another shop. I got plenty of shops set up. I'm excited
How does
for
that
all
work?
the ones.
Hold on. I don't know how that works.
Here's what you can do. Put one of the bags of holding into another bag of holding and open up a rift.
Nope. Bad news bears.
How fast do you want to meet Nula and Teshka, guys?
Are we looking at meeting them through the unholy eyes of T-Pei Key?
All right. So we'll leave it there. Yep, Forge of Fury probably next time, but we'll let you guys continue shopping. There's plenty of other shops and places to explore here in Waterdeep. But otherwise, thanks for coming, guys. And if I don't see you until next week, have a great week, and I'll see you soon.
Yes, sir.
See you
Bye.
guys
Thanks for
later.
the host again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if
Thanks.
anybody on Twitch is watching, thanks for coming. We're playing again next Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday at 4:30 Pacific and 3:30 Pacific on Wednesday. Storm King's Thunder happens on Tuesday. So again, if any of you guys want to come watch on Tuesdays, they just finished getting laid out by some fire giants in Tribor.
Hey, I thought
and-
they did very well for that
True,
battle.
but I mean, I think they were a little surprised at what happened. So one of the characters, Bethany's character, had Crown of Madness on this hill giant. She just really wanted him to fight the fire giant. They don't know a whole lot about giants yet, and they didn't realize that hill giants are lowest on the totem pole. Fire giants, pretty high up there, especially when you have a dreadnought that has 2 shields.
I
that
hate those guys.
were just literally wiped the ground with a hill giant in one turn, and they were like, wait, the hill giant's dead? Yep, the hill giant's dead.
With the way they were rolling though, if they'd had their heavy hitters there earlier to do some damage, I think they could have given those giants a run for their money.
Yep, they, I don't know, they might have been able to, but we'll never know, because that's not how the dice rolled.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But
Crown
anyway,
of Madness also got used wrong too. 'Cause I
Yeah.
think it's
What?
action force, but then it can move wherever it wants to.
yeah, so if it, like, basically...
It seems to be some confusion on how that works.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it attacks what you want it to, and then it can move wherever it wants to start its next turn. So
Yeah,
it could move next to your guys, and then it would have to attack them on its next turn because they're in range.
Yeah, it's just, it has to use its action before moving, so if there's anything in its range, then it's got to attack something, otherwise it just gets to act normally, which, I mean, it's a low-level charm control spell, so it makes sense that it's not going to be all powerful, but if it happens to be in the middle of, like, a bunch of enemies, and you Crown of Madness it, well, yeah, you can just swipe anyone around it, and it's going to be
Right.
whatever, but if he's in the middle of...
She got real close to Crown of Madnessing that one giant, the one fire giant. That would have been great, because he was by all enemies.
Yeah, well,
He probably would have just made an attack on his friend and then ran off.
I don't know. I mean, they're, well, yeah, smarter individuals.
Hey,
Anyway.
I
you
feel like
you
the
you
one would know
you
the other was
tied
enchanted.
her spell DC though.
So I did, but that was when I rolled the d4. But if she was casting Crown of Madness, that broke Bane.
She would have
because
lost the Bane.
Bane is a concentration spell.
True. Still, I thought it was close.
All right,
It was
guys.
closer than I expected.
I kind of want to see what happened to Talia during this whole battle for Tribor. Like, what was Talia
Yeah.
doing, right, as a part of the Tribor City Guard? But anyway.
I could have used her.
Yeah, right. All right, guys. I'll
All right, bye guys.
see you later.
Bye.
Have a
See
good
you guys
Bye.
later.